nobody's sure exactly where they come from. They're, some say, from the Romany gypsy days and influence the tradition of roses and castles, or maybe the roses around cottages as well, wild dog roses that grow in England, pale pink rose, or the potteries that they used to drive past, the old kiln houses, as they say they look a bit like castles. And so it's like a symbolic desire, I suppose, maybe, that, or even that your Englishman's home is his castle. That's what the saying says. So it's like your boat is your castle.
Living on a boat would be nice. Then I don't know. If it bobbed too much, then I might be sick.
Looks like really nice and private, just for yourself. So yeah, I like the painting.
Mix at the edge of it, not so you don't mix all of the paint, right? You mix kind of that edge of it so that it makes it into a little paste. Generally painted over This is one of my favourite boards. This is how I envisage doing most of them, but this is the breaking of the border and the mixture of collage and paint. This drawing is from a photograph in a Canal magazine, and this is the one that started the museum off, really. So when I was wondering how to make it, so I thought I'll start somewhere, and I started with that. And I like this little ink drawing I did as well of the boatman on the back of his stove. This is a painting by my father, which I kind of asked for, because I thought that was quite kind of boaty as well. Actually, might put this in the main bit. What else do I like of mine? My cards. This is a boat I did recently from a photo I took of a boat on the canal, the Regent Canal. But it has blue fenders, a couple of blue fenders, which I have to put in. And this is a painting I did recently of from an old black and white picture of a musician, of a little girl who didn't want a picture taken with her instrument. So that's one of my latest pictures, and that yellow boat. Anyway, it's slipped down, but that's a head of a boatman with his bowler hat on. You can just about see it. Okay, so and this is my new Green for Attention. So I repainted this recently. So this is the cratch cover, I'll show you that. This is our homemade one. because we're not professional crash cover makers, and this isn't thick enough, and it needs to fit better, so we need it made by someone who knows what they're doing. So in here is where the gas bottle goes, and that's got a bit of water in it, so I need to really get all that out and then clean it all up and paint it all with rust-proof paint. Is me doing stuff on the boat that I would have to do on other people's boats sometimes where I work. So that's all rusty, see? So I need to take that out, take all this out. I think I'll have to pay someone to do that because I can't do it. Can't lift that out of there. Not strong enough. It's going to film me. Whoops, haven't got the right outfit on. And then we need to, I wanted to put a sink there. And then have some glass water bottles, drinking water, because that's the water tank, that's really small. And then the floorboard, all this board in here, that needs replacing. And then basically underneath needs painting with rust paint. And same with the inside, all needs to be ripped out and started again. I'll show you need to paint this cream. Did a bit of the blue, and I need to paint the hull again. I want to paint the name again. I painted the name, Rosie. I'll do that myself. The engine underneath there, so under there. So I've got to paint all that so it's rust proof, and that's the exhaust where I patched it up. You see, I've patched it up with exhaust cement. Oh, I see there's another hole there. That's developed since I last had a look at it. Here, where all this blows off. Okay, so the gas bottle space to paint and the engine room inside to paint and de-rust is 400, and the paint another 100, £200 for the board on the floorboards, and the paint another 100, and the sink another 100, so £600 for the blacking, £2,000 for the crash cover, and £400 to replace the exhaust, another £100 for the outside of paint. I can do the lettering myself, and to rip out the inside and insulate and paint underneath the inside under the floors, 2,000 I reckon, for the carpentry and the wood and the labour. She could do with going further afield really, and to do that, to go out of London, do little tours. I'd like to take her to Ireland, so I'd like to continue with her with the museum and the gallery and a sort of information, historical education, cultural centre. So to do that, you know, they need quite a lot of maintenance boats. There's always something that needs doing, they say, people. So, and it's on the edge of really needing doing. So to take it further, she needs a renovation and maintenance, protection from the elements. People absolutely love Rosie. Little children go by and always say her name, everyone's always singing Rosie and Jim. So it's sort of a little mini fantastical creation, basically, is what I want her to be, what she is, in fact.